God's design for submission isn't what you think. The moment the word submission comes up in a relationship conversation, everything gets tense, eyes roll, walls go up, hearts shut down, because modern culture taught us that submission means slavery, silence, weakness. But what if God meant something completely different? What if submission was never meant to string you, but to secure you? If you're tired of confusion and craving clarity, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more. Don't forget to share and turn on the bell notification. Alright, let's start with what biblical submission is not. It's not control, it's not silence, it's not passive obedience, and it's definitely not letting a man run you. Biblical submission is relational alignment. It's a heart posture, not a power play. In Ephesians 5, Paul says, "Wives, submit yourself unto your husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it." That's not domination, it's divine order. A man leads not from ego, but from Christ-like sacrifice. And a woman submits not from fear, but from trust in God's structure. Submission is saying, I trust God enough to let my husband lead, and I trust myself enough to walk beside him in wisdom. That's not weakness, that's strength under covering. You see, submission isn't about lowering your voice, it's about raising your spiritual position. Because when you are covered by a man who is covered by Christ, you become unstoppable. Here is the tension. Most men aren't submitted to God, and most women don't feel safe enough to trust. So instead of unity, we get competition. Instead of covering, we get control. And God is calling us back to the original design. God's idea of marriage was never about who is the boss. It was always about mutual responsibility in divine order. Submission is about flow, not force. The husband leads with love. The wife responds with trust. Together they become one in purpose, in power, in peace. And if you are a woman who has been hurt by the misuse of submission, here is the healing truth. You don't submit because He is perfect. You submit because our God is a wise God. And submission doesn't mean silence. It means knowing when to speak with wisdom and when to rest in your strength. True submission doesn't erase your voice, it refines it. It aligns your life with God's design. Because order creates peace and peace creates legacy. If this gave you healing and clarity, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe for more, and turn on the bell notification icon. Don't forget to share it with someone in need. Thank you for sticking around to this point. See you in the next video.